I'm Frank Darras, America's top long-term disability and long-term care litigator. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, how to make sure your long-term disability or long-term care insurance carrier pays your claim on time. First, you got to shop smart. Do your research on the carrier before purchasing a long-term disability or long-term care policy. Stick with reputable companies that have been in business for a long while. Ask these kinds of questions of the long-term disability or long-term care carrier before you purchase, especially for long-term care. Do they sell in all 50 states? How many policies are currently in force? I always like to ask my agent or broker if they own the same policy that they're trying to sell me. If not, why not? Hey, what happens if my coverage, when the company goes bankrupt? Who's going to step in and take over? Research the carrier's claim paying history and premium rate increases. Check them out on your State Department of Insurance website. Also check out whether there's any current or past major lawsuits, specifically involving the denial of long-term disability or long-term care claims. Are there any current market conduct study going on or class action suits making news? Stay away from those carriers. Ensure you're buying a policy that fits your need. And as always, translate the legalese and fish out the fine print so that you understand what you're buying. Questions? Consult a top long-term care attorney or long-term disability attorney if you've got questions. Before filing a claim, make sure you reread your policy. Review the requirements so you understand the terms. If you need help, ask a top long-term disability or long-term care attorney for help. Don't rely solely on the directions from the agent. Check with the insurance company claim department on proper filing procedures. Remember, most long-term care policies require written notice to the company within as little as 20 days after beginning of the care to be covered by the policy. They also generally require a written long-term care plan. The company has specific requirements for the notice of the claim, and honestly, they're not very forgiving. Have proof of the date and the exact nature of the charges you've incurred. Companies usually require proof to be sent 90 days after the end of the calendar year in which you've incurred the charges. Failure to submit a timely proof of loss within the time limit specified is going to result in a denial. So make sure you understand the limitations so your loved one can get the claim benefits that they're entitled to. Know your consumer rights and remedies. You have the right to appeal. If you need help, ask a long-term disability attorney or long-term care appeal attorney for free help and free advice. Find a competent, reputable, top insurance lawyer that specializes in long-term care or long-term disability, and ask for that free advice before you purchase a policy or before you make a fatal mistake in filling out claim forms. If you're going to appeal the denial, print off everything that's required and make sure it's timely. That appeal can be as short as 60 days. Gather up all your old and new medical documentation, the care that you've received, the prescriptions, all of the testing, and make sure your doctor's on board and understands the definitions in your policy. It's not hard. You just have to be organized, and you may need a little top insurance help. I'm Frank Darras, founding partner of Darras Law, Ontario, California.